Hey, Bougie Click. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that impacts many of us: fake friendships and the manipulation of girl code. Have you ever felt like someone was pretending to be your friend just to gather secrets, undermine you, or hold you back? You're not alone. In this video, we'll explore the signs of envious friends, how they disguise jealousy as camaraderie, and the tactics they use to control and sabotage. We'll share tips on spotting the red flags and maintaining your peace, ensuring that only genuine, supportive people remain in your circle. If you're ready to reclaim the true essence of friendship and empower yourself, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on relationships and personal growth.
I'ma make you a fan.
Beware the fake friend, how women weaponize friendships and girl code. Friendship is supposed to be built on trust, support, and mutual admiration. But every now and then, you'll encounter someone whose intentions aren't just questionable, they're downright sinister. Some people, fueled by envy, don't truly want to be your friend. They want access. They want information. They want to get close, not to celebrate you, but to tear you down from the inside out. These people will smile in your face while holding a knife behind their back, just waiting for the right moment to strike. Jealousy has a way of poisoning even the closest connections, turning supposed allies into secret saboteurs. And when envy meets manipulation, friendships can become a battlefield where the most deceptive players use proximity to gather intel, restrict opportunities, and launch devastating betrayals. Let's break down how envious people operate, why they pretend to befriend you, and most importantly, how to spot them before they wreak havoc. The art of pretending, fake friendships born of envy. Jealousy has a cunning way of disguising itself. Women who envy others often mask their feelings behind a facade of friendship. They'll shower you with compliments, act like your biggest cheerleader, and make you feel like you've found a lifelong ally. But beneath the surface, their motives are far from pure. Their goal? To get close enough to gather intel, your secrets, your vulnerabilities, your dreams, and use them as ammunition. These faux friends are experts in the art of pretending. They'll listen intently as you share your struggles, only to twist your words later to suit their agenda. They'll offer advice that seems supportive but subtly steers you away from success. And when the time is right, they'll strike, leaving you blindsided and betrayed. These are the friendships that drain you, make you question your worth, and leave you wondering, was any of it real? Fake friends exist, and identifying them is crucial for maintaining your sanity, your peace, and your personal growth. The telltale signs. Let's be clear, fake friends don't come with warning labels, but their actions speak volumes. Here are the red flags to look for. They're only around when it's convenient. Ever notice how some people disappear when you need them but magically reappear when they need something from you? If your friend only checks in when they need a favor, a ride, or a listening ear but vanishes when you're struggling, they aren't really in your corner. They compete instead of support. A real friend claps for you when you win. A fake friend claps only when they're winning too, or worse, when you're losing. If every conversation turns into a battle of one-upmanship, you're dealing with someone who isn't rooting for you, they're keeping score. Gossip is their favorite hobby. If someone is constantly spilling everyone else's secrets to you, guess what? They're spilling yours to someone else. A fake friend thrives on drama and loose lips, making sure everyone knows your business except you. They don't respect your boundaries. Fake friends feel entitled to your time, energy, and patience but balk the second you set a boundary. They guilt trip you, manipulate you, or act offended when you enforce limits, proving they were never truly interested in your well-being. Your success makes them uncomfortable. Watch how people react when you accomplish something. A fake friend will downplay your achievements, change the subject, or find a way to make it about them. If someone can't celebrate you, they don't deserve a seat at your table. A case study, Marry My Husband and the Ultimate Betrayal. The premise of the Korean drama Marry My Husband is enough to make anyone's blood boil. The protagonist, Kang Ji-won, suffers the ultimate betrayal, not just by her husband, but by her supposed best friend, Young Soo-min. After enduring a miserable marriage, Ji-won finds herself betrayed and murdered by the two people closest to her, only to wake up 10 years in the past with a chance to rewrite her fate. The show exemplifies how envious individuals, particularly within female friendships, can strategically position themselves close to someone just to dismantle their life from the inside. Soo-min didn't just covet Ji-won's husband, she inserted herself into Ji-won's world, learning her vulnerabilities, stealing her opportunities, and ultimately taking everything from her. It's a dramatized yet disturbingly familiar tale of how jealousy can turn friendship into a weapon. How jealousy masquerades as friendship. Not every jealous friend operates at the level of Soo-min, but many use similar tactics to keep the person they envy in a position of powerlessness. Here's how they do it. Information gathering for future sabotage. A jealous friend will pretend to be deeply invested in your life, your dreams, your relationships, your struggles, only to collect details they can later use against you. They'll listen, not with the intent to support, but with the goal of finding weaknesses to exploit. The weaponization of girl code. Friendship should come with a level of respect and boundaries, but jealous friends twist the concept of girl code to control and limit their target. The most common example? Blocking romantic possibilities by declaring a secret crush on someone, forcing the other friend to back off. It's not about genuine feelings, it's about preventing the other person from gaining something they want. Subtle undermining and backhanded support. Rather than openly attacking, jealous friends often disguise their sabotage as concern. They'll discourage big risks with comments like "I just don't want you to get hurt" or "Are you sure that's a good idea?" They'll plant seeds of self-doubt so that their friend never fully thrives. Strategic social isolation. A jealous friend will work to limit their target's social circle, either by subtly turning others against them or by making them feel guilty for branching out. If they can control the narrative around their friend, they can control their opportunities. When girl code becomes a trap. Friendship among women is often seen as a sacred bond, a system of support, loyalty, and understanding that transcends individual interests. Enter girl code, an unwritten rulebook of do's and don'ts meant to protect friendships and uphold solidarity. In theory, it's about respect. In practice, it can become a means of control, where women wield it not to uphold fairness, but to subtly manipulate and sabotage. The infamous girl code, a set of unwritten rules meant to foster solidarity among women. In theory, it's a beautiful concept. In practice, it can be weaponized by jealous friends to control and sabotage. These women will invoke girl code to stop you from pursuing opportunities they secretly covet. Want to date a guy they have a crush on? Girl code says you can't. Thinking about taking a job they wish they had? That's not what friends do. By exploiting girl code, they create a moral high ground that's hard to challenge. You're left feeling guilty for even considering actions that might upset them, while they quietly revel in their ability to manipulate your choice. Calling dibs to prevent romantic competition. One of the most common tactics is using girl code to ensure romantic control. Instead of genuinely liking someone, a jealous friend will claim a crush on a person simply to stop someone else from pursuing them. It's less about attraction and more about power, dictating who can and cannot date, all under the guise of friendship etiquette. Guilt tripping instead of supporting. A jealous friend knows that girl code carries emotional weight. So instead of outright forbidding something, they'll guilt trip their friend into compliance. Comments like "If you were a real friend, you wouldn't do this" or "I would never do this to you" are used to shame rather than foster genuine understanding. Gatekeeping opportunities. Some women use girl code to dictate career moves, social circles, and even personal choices. They'll position themselves as the gatekeepers of what is allowed within their friendship, whether that means deciding who can be introduced to influential people or blocking someone from stepping into a new scene. Spreading rumors under the pretense of protection. The worst version of weaponized girl code is when someone pretends to be looking out for a friend while secretly sabotaging them. "I just don't want her to get hurt" can easily turn into whispering doubts into the ears of others, planting narratives designed to make people turn away without revealing the instigator. The girls illusion. The phrase girls suggests unwavering sisterhood, a collective force of women standing together against the world. It's a beautiful concept, but in reality, it's sometimes performative. A group that loudly proclaims their loyalty to women may also be the very same people gatekeeping, gossiping, and undermining the women within their own ranks. This illusion of unity is dangerous because it convinces people that they are safe, that they belong, until the moment they step outside the invisible boundaries of control. One wrong move, and suddenly they're the villain, ostracized without explanation. The very same principles that were meant to unite now become the justification for exclusion. Envy, the root of their scheming. Some people can't stand to see someone else succeed, thrive, or even just be happy. Instead of working on their own insecurities, they latch onto yours. The envy they harbor festers into resentment, and soon, that resentment morphs into sabotage. They can't outright compete with you, so they opt for a sneakier method, infiltration. Rather than attack from the outside, they work their way into your life, gaining your trust only to collect ammunition they can use against you. Their goal isn't just to watch you fail, it's to orchestrate that failure themselves. The fake friendship tactic. An envious person isn't going to show up announcing their hatred for you. No. They're far too clever for that. Instead, they disguise their ill intent behind fake kindness and forced interest. They'll laugh at your jokes, compliment your accomplishments, and pretend to root for your success. But pay close attention, there's an agenda behind their friendliness. They'll start prying into your personal life, trying to extract details they can later weaponize. They want to know your insecurities, your weaknesses, your future plans. Every secret you share with them is just another dagger they're planning to stick in your back when the time is right. How they sabotage you. Once they have enough intel, that's when the sabotage begins. They might spread rumors based on confidential information you shared with them in confidence. They'll twist facts, exaggerate mistakes, and carefully plant seeds of doubt among your real friends and allies. They might undermine your success in subtle ways, giving you bad advice, discouraging your ambitions, or purposefully steering you toward failure while pretending to have your best interests at heart. And if they're really bold, they'll try to take credit for your ideas, making you look incompetent while they pose as the brilliant one. Here are some of the ways they do it. Spreading misinformation, they take something you said in confidence and twist it into a damaging lie. Creating division, they whisper in others' ears, sowing distrust between you and your real friends. Undermining your confidence, they subtly suggest you aren't good enough, eroding your self-esteem over time. Sabotaging opportunities, they might dissuade you from pursuing an opportunity or give you bad advice on purpose. Taking credit for your ideas, they position themselves to steal your work, presenting it as their own. The art of weaponized friendship. Friendship, in its purest form, is a beautiful thing, built on trust, mutual support, and genuine care. But let's not kid ourselves. Some people treat friendships not as sacred bonds but as cunning tools for manipulation. These individuals wield relationships like finely honed weapons, ready to strike when the timing is right. From subtle guilt-tripping to outright betrayal, the ways people weaponize friendship are as diverse as they are maddening. Let's dive into the many forms of this twisted social warfare. The guilt tripper extraordinaire. Ever had that one friend who makes you feel like the worst human being on the planet for simply setting boundaries? You miss one event, suddenly, you're abandoning them. You say no to a favor, now you're selfish. These emotional gymnasts stretch guilt like taffy, twisting reality so that every interaction leaves you feeling obligated to cater to their whims. Their friendship isn't about mutual support, it's about maintaining control through emotional manipulation. Sabotage doesn't always come in obvious forms. Sometimes, it's subtle emotional manipulation, guilt trips, passive-aggressive comments, or dramatic episodes designed to distract you from your own priorities. They'll make your successes about them, turning everything into a personal affront. If you land a dream job, they'll suddenly need extra emotional support. If you start a new relationship, they'll claim you're abandoning them. Their goal? Keeping you tethered, distracted, and always prioritizing their needs over your own. The power broker. Some friendships aren't built on love but on leverage. This type of friend keeps a mental tally of every favor, every shared secret, and every help they've ever extended. They're not lending you a hand, they're investing in future influence over you. When the time comes, they will cash in their chips and expect unwavering loyalty, blind support, or complete submission to their demands. If you dare refuse, be prepared for passive-aggressive retaliation or outright social exile. The puppet master. These are the friends who thrive on control. They dictate who you should befriend, what opinions you should hold, and what actions you should take. You're not an independent person in their eyes, you're an extension of their own ego. Disagree with them? Suddenly, you're a bad friend. Make a choice that deviates from their script. Prepare for cold shoulders, snide remarks, and social sabotage. In their world, autonomy is a threat, and friendship is a leash. The faux supporter. They clap for you, but only when your success doesn't outshine theirs. They cheer for you, but only when it suits their narrative. The faux supporter loves keeping you close, but only under the condition that you don't surpass them. The moment you achieve something grander than they have, the praise turns into critiques, the excitement morphs into resentment, and their support evaporates into thin air. They want you to rise, just not above them. The saboteur in disguise. This is the friend who subtly chips away at your confidence while pretending to lift you up. They'll disguise their insults as jokes, their doubt as concern, and their discouragement as advice. They might say things like, "Oh wow, you're brave for trying that. I could never risk such a public failure." They plant seeds of insecurity, ensuring you second-guess yourself while they conveniently maintain the upper hand. The most insidious form of weaponized friendship is when someone pretends to cheer you on while subtly planting seeds of doubt. They'll say things like, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" Or, "I mean, if you think you can handle it," never outright discouraging you but injecting just enough hesitation to make you question yourself. Their compliments feel hollow, their encouragement always tinged with skepticism. Under the guise of looking out for you, they make sure you never fully spread your wings. Keeping you in their shadow. Some envious friends will go out of their way to ensure you never surpass them. They might forget to invite you to networking events, conveniently leave out crucial details about an opportunity, or downplay your accomplishments when speaking to others. These are the ones who act supportive to your face but sabotage you behind your back. Their fear? That you'll shine too brightly, leaving them in the dark. The friendly critic. Let's talk about the friend who cloaks their envy in excessive criticism. They nitpick everything, from your career choices to your relationship, your outfits to your Instagram captions. But their critiques aren't constructive, they're designed to chip away at your confidence. They might laugh off their negativity as just joking, but their words linger long after the conversation ends. Why do people stay in fake friendships? Despite the obvious toxicity, many people hold on to fake friendships far longer than they should. Why? Sometimes it's out of nostalgia, holding on to the past instead of acknowledging the present. Other times, it's fear of loneliness, believing that having a half-hearted companion is better than having none at all. People also tend to justify bad behavior, making excuses like, "That's just how they are," instead of confronting reality. But let's get one thing straight, your peace is more important than maintaining relationships with people who couldn't care less about your well-being. How to spot them and cut them off. Thankfully, these schemers always leave breadcrumbs. Here are the telltale signs. They ask too many personal questions, not out of genuine interest, but in a way that feels invasive, as if they're gathering intel. Their compliments feel hollow, they praise you, but there's an undertone of jealousy. You can sense their bitterness beneath the surface. They thrive on gossip, they're always eager to hear others' drama. If they talk badly about their other friends to you, trust they'll do the same about you to someone else. They subtly undermine you, they make comments that cast doubt on your abilities, or they jokingly insult you in ways that don't feel right. They change when you succeed, their attitude shifts when good things happen to you. Suddenly, they seem distant or passive-aggressive instead of supportive. Protect your peace. At the end of the day, your real friends should uplift you, not secretly scheme against you. It's unfortunate, but envy makes some people desperate enough to fake friendships, just to sabotage someone else's happiness. So, stay vigilant. Guard your energy. And if someone in your circle shows signs of being a fake friend, don't hesitate to let them go. Because trust me, the sooner they're out of your life, the safer and happier you'll be. The consequences of these toxic friendships can be devastating. Dreams are derailed, relationships are strained, and self-esteem takes a hit. Victims of jealousy-fueled sabotage often find themselves questioning their judgment, wondering how they missed the signs. The emotional toll can be heavy, leaving scars that linger long after the friendship ends. How to protect yourself. Not every friendship is built to last, and that's okay. Recognizing toxic patterns is the first step to safeguarding your peace. Here's what you can do. Trust your gut, if something feels off, it probably is. Set boundaries, limit how much access they have to your life. Surround yourself with true support, real friends celebrate you without reservation. Call out the behavior, sometimes, a direct confrontation is the only way to cut the toxicity out. Conclusion, recognizing control versus connection. True friendship isn't about control, silent rules, or guilt-driven loyalty, it's about mutual respect, open communication, and fairness. If someone is using girl code to keep you boxed in, ask yourself, are they protecting me, or controlling me? Are they expressing real feelings, or manipulating dynamics to serve themselves? Do I feel supported, or subtly restricted? Recognizing when a friendship is driven by jealousy is the first step toward protecting oneself. A real friend uplifts, encourages, and celebrates successes without hidden motives. The best way to combat this kind of toxicity is to trust actions over words, observe patterns, set boundaries, and recognize when someone's friendship is more about control and connection. No one deserves to have their friendships tainted by manipulation. If "Marry My Husband" teaches us anything, it's that knowing someone's true intentions before giving them your trust can be the difference between thriving and falling victim to betrayal. Pay attention to patterns of manipulation, insincere compliments, and guilt-tripping disguised as concern. Trust your instincts, if something feels off, it probably is. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support and uplift you, and don't be afraid to set boundaries with those who don't. Friendship should be a source of joy and empowerment, not a battlefield for envy and sabotage. By staying vigilant and prioritizing authentic connections, you can protect yourself from the dark side of jealousy and reclaim the true meaning of friendship. Thank you for tuning into today's deep dive into the complex world of fake friendships and the weaponization of girl code. Remember, true friends should empower and uplift you, not hold you back or manipulate you. By recognizing the red flags and trusting your instincts, you can safeguard your peace and surround yourself with genuine support. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into navigating relationships and personal growth. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever encountered a fake friend? How did you handle it? Stay vigilant, protect your energy, and until next time, keep surrounding yourself with those who truly celebrate you. Take care. What do you think? Do some women weaponize girls' code? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.